first of all, Mi A2 has a premium, beautiful aluminum unibody design with really discrete antenna lines. We've also implemented a really sleek arc design so it looks good and it feels good in your hand. And one thing that was really important to Mi fans in all of our surveys and discussions was USB Type-C. So we've made sure to include it in Mi A2 with a completely symmetrical design. And to make sure that it can withstand life's accidents, we've paired the aluminum body with 2.5D Corning Gorilla Glass. So Mi A2, it's not just beautiful, but it's also very durable. And the body thickness measures in at just 7.3 millimeters. And if you compare this to some other popular phones in this segment, you can see that some other phones might be as thick as 8.4 millimeters. And we know some people really want their phone to reflect their own personal style. And that's why today we're launching 3 different colors of Mi A2. Gold, blue, and black. Everyone can take as many pictures as you want. We have a lot of very cool product photos here. We'll do them one by one. It's the black color, incredibly sleek. And a vibrant and luxurious gold. Just absolutely beautiful, especially with the wallpaper straight from Google. And the very youthful, very creative lake blue also fits really well with the wallpaper. All right, let's talk about everyone's favorite bit, the AI dual camera. Now, Mi A1 had a picture-perfect dual camera, and we're taking that dual camera to the next level today with the Mi A2. We've used a sensor from one of the industry-leading manufacturers, Sony. So the primary sensor here is a 12-megapixel Sony IMX486 sensor with very large 1.25 micron pixels, and you'll see a very large aperture as well, f1.75, which we'll talk about in more detail soon. And the secondary sensor is a 20-megapixel Sony IMX376 sensor, also with very large pixels. So one thing we've realized in all of our years of research and development is that aperture and pixel size are incredibly important when taking a photo. And when you combine both of these, you get bright, vivid, clear photos. And that's why on Mi A2, we've packaged both of the sensors with a large f1.75 aperture. So what does this do? Let's talk about it. So when you talk about the aperture, a smaller number is actually better because it means that the aperture is larger. And compared to typical smartphones, Mi A2 features a much larger aperture for both of the primary sensors. So this contributes not only to the brightness, but also the clarity and vividness of the colors. So now, let's talk a bit about the performance. We've got some great hardware powering Mi A2, and we'll get to that. But first, we have a special treat for everyone to talk a bit more about the Android One program and all of the great things that come with Android One. I'd like to invite my good friend, John Gold, Director of Android Partner Programs at Google, to the stage. John.
Thank you, Donovan. It's always exciting to be at a Xiaomi launch event. There's just so much excitement in the air. I had the pleasure of joining Donovan last year when we launched the Mi A1, and so I'm really excited to be back here this year launching the Mi A2. With Android One, we're bringing a best-in-class portfolio of devices to users around the world. We accomplish this by being highly selective in choosing great partners like Xiaomi with great devices, and then working to incorporate the latest and best innovations from Google into the device. We collaborate closely to ensure that the hardware and software come together in a high-quality way, offering a great overall experience to users. We think that this message is catching on. We see that people really resonate with user centricity, high quality, and innovation. The Mi A1 did fantastically well, both in terms of sales and in terms of reception and reviews. So much so that we're back here today launching a new generation of Xiaomi Android One devices. I'm also really excited to be here in Spain. The Mi A1 did really well throughout Western Europe. We are convinced that we need to bring more Android One devices to this market. So, starting today, with this launch, we are doubling down on our commitment to bring Android One devices to users across Spain and the broader Europe. So why do I think that the Mi A2 is so great? Well, let's talk about how smart it is. It's a device that is designed to help you get through your day. For instance, with the Google Assistant, you can ask or tell the device to do just about anything for you. You can say, give me directions home to a new place. You can have it set reminders for you later for something to do later in the day or later in the week. You can have it call or text a friend. And best yet, the more that you use it, the more it gets to know you and start to anticipate what you will need when you need it. So it really becomes your own personal Google, always ready to help. Photos is something that's near and dear to all of us. It's how we take, keep, and share some of the happiest moments in our life. You just heard Donovan speaking a lot about the Mi A2 camera and how great it is. Some of the cool features like automatic blurring and great colors in all sorts of light. So when you get your new Mi A2 and you start taking these amazing pictures, you want to be sure that you can store these pictures forever and that you can easily find them. With Google Photos acting as your default gallery app, you can do this. You get unlimited, high-quality photo storage so that these images will stay with you forever and you can store as many as you like. And the smarts of Google Photos allows you to easily find the images that you're looking for. For instance, a few weeks ago, I was talking to some friends about my wedding, and I was recalling this image of my dad looking out from a window above us and just waving to everyone. And I wanted to show this picture, and so I could have just scrolled through thousands of pictures trying to find it, which would have taken me a few minutes. But instead, what I did was I just said, "Dad in window." And sure enough, the exact picture I was looking for popped up. That is really smart technology that is enabled by this phone and by the software on it. So that captures how we take photos, we store them, and we find them. But often, when you take a photo, you don't really know what you're taking a picture of. It could be a landmark that you know is important, but you can't quite place. It's an animal that you don't know the name of. It's someone that you think is a famous person, but you don't know who they are. With the Mi A2, Google Lens will be fully incorporated into the device so that when you take a picture, it can give you those answers and can help you understand what you're looking at. Again, some really cool stuff that we're able to do with the phone and the software on it. So these things are great. A wonderful camera, an assistant that helps do things for you, photos that you can store, so the great feel of the device that Donovan described. And now with the Mi A2, we want users to have an experience that has been user-tested to offer simplicity and ease of use. These devices will come with minimal preloads and a UI that's fully integrated with the underlying OS, so the device is just super fast. Additionally, with functions like notification snoozing and seamless autofill, your device will learn your preferences the more you use it. All this stuff's important because it allows you to make the device really your own, so that it can get better at serving you and helping you get through your day. Last but not least, when this device receives Android P later this year, users will have the ability and the option to switch to Google's newest navigation system, which offers even more intuitive ways for interacting with your phone.